Hello, and welcome to Angel and Demon Gaming, my channel. My channel was started based on some abuse that I received from a gaming company called Frontier Development PLC. And, you know, basically it was a rant. And yesterday, when I made this video, I was very angry that these pricks could think, excuse my language, but I'm calling it like where it is, yeah? That they feel that they can actually do this to people and actually get away with it, you know? So after a bit of research and looking at, I've already gone through their terms and conditions, I don't waste my time going through that anymore. But what I wanted to do was, what can we do about it when these things happen to us? And, the gaming companies, extort us, take our money, don't give us what it was. It doesn't matter what it is that you're supposed to get. It could be anything, basically. My problem is just one of many problems that the gaming industry has, you know. And in effect, we have no power. There is no power. On top of it, there is no real law that is going to stop Frontier and companies like them behaving in this type of manner. So, after doing some research, it took me most of the night, I came across a shooting star. Yeah? This was amazing. And it was amazing to me because we're not alone in our thoughts. And I was thinking, well, hold up for a minute. Well, maybe, you know, I might as well just call it quits at this. But then I came across something on the UK.co government site. So we've got our own little site, and this is it. .co.uk. Gov, what is it? Can't remember the name of it. What is it? It's www.gov.uk. Okay? So this site it's a UK based site that deals with everything. All of our departments, you should have it wherever you are in the world as well. But this is for us in England, and it covers a lot. It deals with your housing, your benefits, all kind of issues that you might have that you can take directly to the government. So understand this. This page that I'm on is a government page, okay? It's not no stupid news clip, news article. This is a government page, okay? You can clearly see it up here, okay? Right. This says press release. CMA to investigate online gaming companies' rollover contracts. The CMA has today launched a consumer law investigation into Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox to find out whether their auto renewal terms are unfair. By the way, this was published last year, April, okay? So they've been investigating these companies for a year. Listen, I digress. The Competition and Markets Authority, CMA, is concerned about whether some of these companies' business practices are legal, such as their use of auto renewals for online gaming contracts, their cancellation and refund policies, and their terms and conditions. As well as buying consoles and games, people can pay for online services such as playing against other gamers, communicating with other players, and extra games. These services can involve a membership which is often entered into an auto-renewal basis. This means that the money will be automatically taken from a person's account as the membership rolls over. The CMA has written to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox requesting information about their online gaming contracts to help better understand their practices. It is also calling on customers who use these services to get in touch with the CMA and share their experiences in order to assist the investigation, which will examine several issues, including: are the contract terms fair? Question. do the company's terms give them wide discretion to change the quality of the deal, which they do, for example, by reducing the number of games included or increasing the prices? Yeah? How easy is it to cancel or obtain a refund? It's not easy at all. In fact, it's actually non-existent. You can't get a refund from these companies because they point blank fucking refuse. Okay? So you can't get a refund. That's going to change. Do companies' terms give them wide discretion to change the quality of the deal, for example, by reducing the number of games included or increasing the price? How easy is it to cancel or obtain a refund? Are there any factors that make it difficult for people to cancel? Of course there are. Their contracts or getting their money back. How fair is it, the auto renewal process? Are customers clearly told that their memberships will be rolled over? Are they regularly reminded that they are on a rollover contract before further payments are taken? And it's auto renewal set as the default options. At this early stage, the CMA has not reached a view as to whether or not companies have broken consumer protection laws. However, if the CMA thinks the company's practices are misleading or their terms are unfair, such that they are breaking consumer protection laws, it could take enforcement action. Yeah? Andrea Consilelli, chief executive of the CMA, said rollover contracts are becoming more and more commonplace, and it's essential that they work well for customers. Our investigation will look into whether the biggest online gaming companies are being fair with their customers when they automatically renew their contracts, and whether people can easily cancel or get a refund. Should we find that the firms are treating people fairly under consumer protection law, we are fully prepared to take action. Should we find that firms aren't treating people fairly under consumer protection law, we are fully prepared to take action. This announcement is the second in a series of action taken by the CMA in the response to Citizens Advice super complaint on the loyalty penalty. The CMA identified a number of damaging practices relating to the loyalty penalty, including cost, exit fees, time consuming and difficult process to cancel contracts or switch to new providers, requiring customers to auto-renew and not giving sufficient warning that their contracts will be rolled over. All the information relating to this investigation can be found on the case page. This also set out how people can get in touch with the information on the concerns identified above. Like my one, for instance, will be obviously them not refunding me back my money and their bullshit terms and conditions. Fuck your terms and conditions. Your terms and conditions are not fair. They're unfair. They're unfair. What company, you can buy something and they can come and take it back straight away? That's unfair. What's wrong with these people? What planet did they come from? They must have been, these people in flipping Elite Dangerous must think they're flipping flying around the stars for real. They must think they're on another planet. They might think they're in the Witch Head Nebula. Yeah? They don't realize that they're in Earth. You're in Soul right now. It's the Earth. Right? They're on a different planet, man. Notes to editors, CMA, let's see, there's no point in going through all that. But basically, that is it in a nutshell, showing you that these companies are actually being investigated. They are being investigated for their fraudulent behavior, because this is fraud. This is fraud. And on top of it, they're targeting our bloody kids. They're targeting our kids with the loot boxes. They're targeting our kids with this money. That it's us as the parents. We got to pay for it. We have to pay for all these things. It's not the kids. What they're doing is conditioning those children to later on become gamblers. That's what it is. So even though certain, this clip that I've just now showed you, from what the government are saying, is dealing with a lot of aspects of the gaming company, but we have to show them, and this is English, UK based only. So America will probably have their own thing, and anywhere else around the world will have their own thing, and I will direct you to go to there, But for us over here in Britain, in England, yeah, in London specifically, yeah, this is what we got to do. This is what we got to do, because it's not just games like Elite Dangerous, it's GTA, it's Fortnite. All these gaming companies are doing the same thing, you know? And all Sony Network and Xbox are, they're just the basis. That's what they are. They're just the basis, you know. But they give these development companies the right to access their platforms and to basically treat people like shit. You know, you can't run off with my money, scum. We're going to do everything in our power to stop you. And our government is with us. They are listening to us. It might not feel like it and it might not look like it, but we need to do these kind of things. I'll be the first person to fill out my experiences with Elite Dangerous and share that they've ripped me off, which is a fraudulent act. That's a fraudulent act. You've run off with my money. I paid for an item. I want my item. How can you then run away with it and then hide behind terms and conditions that no one reads? No one reads terms and conditions. Who the hell reads terms and conditions? And if you want it that way, then it should be more prevalent on your game. As soon as you bought it, before you can even access the game at all in any kind of way, you got to read every line, every script. Yeah? And even then, that's unfair. It's a flipping game. It's not my life. You don't want us to buy your games, then don't make games. Yeah? You don't want us to abuse certain things that's in the game, then make sure that they're not in the game to abuse to begin with. They have no complaints process. Elite Dangerous doesn't have any complaints process. You can't complain. So how can you, what do you mean you can't complain? You can complain about everything. How comes you can't complain with them? Mistake. You see? So when these things go through, you know, we'll deal with it on a mediation basis first, and then after that, I'll initiate court proceedings against them, straight. And any money that I'm spending, I'm gonna get all my money back. Because they're gonna have to show these engineering skills that they're talking about. They're gonna have to show whatever it is. I can't remember the name that they use unless I go back into my email address right now. But they're gonna have to show what I done wrong. And they don't want to show that. So you can't have your cake and eat it. It's either you show it, prove your point in a court of law where a judge can decide if this was a fair action or if this wasn't a fair action, because these things can't be left in their hands because they're unfair bastards. About you're not gonna talk to me. You're not gonna communicate with me. Screw you. I don't want to communicate with you, but give me back my funds. You know, so I'm glad that the CMA is investigating gaming companies because we need some real serious consumer protection so that they can't take advantage out of us like this. So that when we do want a refund for our product, regardless of the situation, it doesn't matter what it is, the game could be half broken, it might have not downloaded to you, you might have made a mistake on the purchase, your kid might have ordered it instead of you, certain things like that, you know, you should be allowed to get your money back. Okay? If they deny you access, you should be allowed to get your money back. If they deny you any form of the game, you should be allowed because that's not what was described. You're not getting what was described. And this is a big thing. What is described is the game. That's what I'm expecting to get. If I don't get that, give me back my money. How do you get to keep my money? I don't understand that. So it's good to see and read through this and know that, you know, that they are aware of all the elements that people have complained about, because a lot of people must have been complaining. A lot of people must have been complaining for this to happen. So when Elite Dangerous, Frontier think that they're gonna skate through it, you're not gonna skate through it, because I'll do everything in my power and I'll fight you to the end. I'll fight you to the end, man. I'll take your ass to court, Goliath. I'll fight you to the end. I'm David, you Goliath. And I've got that stone in my hand. Yeah? When that stone hits you and it hits you in your Goliath face, you're gonna fall down and everything's gonna drop down because you're a giant, innit? That's what you're trying to show to us. You're a giant. You're a giant entity that can treat people like dog poo. I'm glad that all these gaming companies are getting their comeuppances now. I'm glad that they're gonna, and then we'll get back our monies. Then we'll get back our monies. As long as I'm continuing my fight, I'm not giving up my fight. I know that sooner or later, my little £30 is gonna come back to me. I don't care. All this, I'll spend thousands for that £30. I don't give a toss because it's not about the money. I'll wipe my ass with that. It's not about the money. It's about principle. You buy something, you want that shit. And if you're not gonna give it to me, then give me back my fucking money. Don't sit down there and act like you're some king and that you can rip me off, because that ain't no different to a flipping drug dealer going out on the streets selling his drug and trying to get that motherfucker to come back and keep on buying it from them, keep on buying it. Yeah? While they keep on disrespecting you, they don't give a fuck. All they care about is selling their drug. And this is what the gaming company doing. Their games are drugs. And they're selling their drugs to us and they don't seem to care. They don't care how they treat us. They don't care that our kids are getting addicted to loot boxes and that, while they're messing around with the RNG in the games like Division, games like flipping Red Dead, yeah? Games like flipping GTA, games like Fortnite, games like Predator Hunting Ground. Yeah? These games, and they're popping up for, oh yeah, Star Trek Online. How can we forget that? Star Trek Online, one of the biggest rip-offs. Star Trek Online, flipping Neverwinter, they're also made by the same creators. Neverwinter as well. That's another game made by the same people that made Star Trek. These people have mastered a code that makes people gamble in their game. That's the best way for me to describe it. Because, I don't know, professor of these kind of things. But that's what they do. They've obviously mastered some sort of code that only the kids can understand, because the kids are going crazy. They're all on Fortnite. They're going mad. Why are they going so mad? Why are they going so mad? Right? That's my whole point, man. So that's basically going to bring the video to an end. I just wanted to let people know and keep them updated, of what I'm trying to do and trying to achieve. And, I'm going to be working with these people if I can get a chance to get in there and, explain to them, because I don't really think they really understand what is actually happening. When you can go in there and break it down to them so that they can understand, then the government will realize, no, it's not worth it. And then their companies will be excluded from doing that. They won't be able to do that to people. People can easily get back your money. You'll be able to get back your money quick, because that's exactly what it is. This is nothing. It's a digital purchase. It's nothing. It's not anything that needs this level of scrutiny or laws that throw you out, that gives you no access, that tells you, oh, screw you kind of thing. We're not going to do nothing for you. We're not going to listen to you. Don't contact us again. If you contact us, it's not just me that they've said that to you. They said that to many people, not just Elite Dangerous, but other gaming companies like EA Games. You have to be respectful to your clientele base, man. Just like I said in the last video, we are the resistance. We are the ones that put food in your kid's belly by buying your dusty, crusty games that don't even deserve our money. Yeah? We need our governments to stand up and fight for us and protect us so that these multi-billion pound companies can't abuse us and keep on making billions so they can continue the flipping trend. Let's get them. Let's make them suffer. Okay, let's get these clowns, man. Make them suffer, make them understand that, listen, we are the people. We are not the pig. Yeah? We are the people. We are not the pig. You're not gonna carve us up and make steak loins out of us. Okay? Thank you for joining my channel, and please like, share, and subscribe if I've helped you out in any type of way, or if not, just fuck it. Yeah? Have a good day. Peace, man.